Very good evening, sir.
Good evening, Akshay. Good evening, everyone. Yes, we start within few minutes. Good evening, Jisan. Good evening, Darsna. Good evening, Amjad. Okay. So yesterday we have covered the data visualization with R basics, and today we start the data visualization with ggplot. Okay. Let's we start with the ggplot 2. Uh, Here first we run this. Remove this all. So let's see. Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay. Now, just a moment. I will see. Rupa was not getting inside. Okay. Some problem, I think that there, because I have. Are you able to hear me? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's continue the session. So in the ggplot2, we have to install the ggplot2 package, which I explain you how to install the packages. So we have two options for installing the packages. First, you look at here in the screen, the packages is here, and you will get some packages in default, and you have to install the deep first ggplot2 package. Okay, so uh, ggplot2, this package you have to install. uh, you install it along with the dependencies. It should be tick and install it first. Okay, because I have already installed, so I will not install it. And after installing it, whenever we have to import this library, we have to use the function of this library. We have to import it. So for the importing, we will use the library, and we write that package name what we want to import. So it has been imported now. And first, in the ggplot2, we make a platform. What does it mean by the platform? I have written the P for the object name. You could write any object name. There is a function, the syntax is the ggplot2. Then we write the data name, whatever the data we are going to use. Here we are going to use the empty cast data. Yesterday we have seen the empty cast data, what it is. And in this data, aesthetic is the whatever the variables we are using with the data. They are called the aesthetics. So x is equal to 8 and y is equal to mileage. So I run this, and then I will show this to you what is P. So look at this here. You see, this is the platform we have created. It is taken from the data, the weight and the mileage, and it has set the limits by the values, whatever the range is there. This platform is blank. There is no geometry. So I'm using a geometry. I just take one new for you here. And what we have to do, we have to take the library first, ggplot2, and I am here taking I am giving some name to that data. No? It would be better for you to understand. It is the empty cars data set I am taking. Or you all know that there is a 32 observations and 11 variables, and I'm making one plot, one background. I remove this first from here, and I also remove these all, so you could better understand later on. Okay, so first I am making a platform. So platform, I am giving some object name. If you want, you don't want, don't give it. So ggplot function, and there is a data md, and aesthetic is the thing which is related to data. So on the x-axis, what we want, I want the weight, which is a variable, y, which is mpg I am taking. Okay, now I run this, and it has been run now, and I will show you this. So you will see this. It is our if I zoom it, you could see that it is a platform. Weight and mileage has been taken, and everything is set it by this. And then what I do, both the numeric, both the variables are numeric, continuous variable. So I will use one geometry, that is the geom point, geom underscore point, and I run this. Okay, sorry, I'll not write this there, but I will do with p plus. Okay, I don't write the p, so you could better, you won't be confused. I just remove this one again. So I will show you where you are getting the error, Darsana. No, your internet is running now. ggplot2 is there. It is there, ggplot2. Gomechi, you log out and log in again. So I continue. I run this library first. Then I empty cast data I am taking. Okay, or everybody knows this data. This is the mileage and this is the weight. Both are the continuous. And where is it? This one. And I am taking the ggplot2. MD is my data, and aesthetic is weight and mileage. I run this. You will see I am getting this here. Okay, this platform I have created. I keep it, could better understand. Now what I do, I add some geometries on this. So I add the geometry with point, because I want to create a scatter plot. So I will use the point, and I run it. You see, I have got it. As the weight is increasing, mileage is decreasing. Any doubt?
No, sir.
I want to fill some color here. And I could mention the color. Got it? Color is not a aesthetic. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. I could use a line also. When I run that, you will see these are the lines. Okay. If I want only line, I don't want to use the points. So I remove this. I will get only lines. Okay. And then I want to use geom smooth. And you will see I am getting this is smooth curve. It is a non-linear regression model. It is giving me that this predictor is the interval estimation is there. And if I want to make a straight line instead of non-linear, I want a linear.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, this interval estimation, it takes automatically.
Automatically 95%
Okay, 95% default.
default.
Okay, if I change this defaultness, means
I will
I want, I
yes,
want.
I will show you. You have an option, you write in this way. If you want to know something, it's very easy. You run it, you will get here, and I will show you this. Smooth mapping data, state smooth, position identity, method null, formula null, SE true, na.rm orientation na, show legend na, inheritance, and in this way it is giving me label is 0.95. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You could change this level 0.99. If I write, you will see that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will just mention the label here. I will see whether it is work with that or not. So it is working now.
Yes, sir.
99% you will take your interval will increase now always. Okay, you have the more confident, then you have to give the more space there. Okay,
Yes,
it
sir.
may vary from here to here. So that is the any interval you could write, not only 0.99. You could write anything, and you will get it that way. Now, if I want, I remove this 0.99, and I want to show you something else. I want to use the model. I think would be or the method maybe method is LM. I just see whether it is under quotes or quotes. I don't know, but it is without quotes. That is the linear regression. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we could use the linear model LM for the linear model. So that is the linear model I have created here. So we have so many options. You could search here with the question mark. You first put the question mark, then the function, and you run it. And you will get the details of each and everything, as we have seen here. So we could see the details, data, and everything they have given the description of each thing. So here the LM I have taken, GLM, GIM. Okay, formula if you want na.rm there, if there is some na values are there, missing values are there, then you have to apply this na.rm equal to true, and geom state. Okay, so many things you could use here. A label we have seen. So these all and some with a small data. They have given some examples. You copy and paste it, you could see it. So there is everything. If you want some tutorial, you could see here, and you could run from here. You just click. It will take little time. It is the runtime tutorial. So what is the data frame? So I have chosen that one now. So what is data frame? Data frame is a rectangular collection of various usually organized so that the variables and what is mileage you are asking. So run code. So you will get that here. MPG is a data set. Description of that data set is given. Okay. So this you could get there on the browser itself, and you want to continue, then you will get some other, then continue help pages, and you could do it. And if you want to stop this, you could there is a red hexagonal button, so you just click here, it will stop. Okay, and now you will see the environment. This is our console where we are getting the output. This is our terminal. Okay, so this I have shown you how we could create this. We have to this is the first layer, this is the platform. Then we have to use this one, the point, whatever the geometry you are want. I am wanting I have a requirement of the point, then line, then smooth. So in this way I will making one layer, then second layer, and third layer.
Sir, if I want to
Yeah.
draw two lines on the same plane, on the same chart, what will you
Yes.
do? We want to draw two lines,
Hmm.
means two lines. You can say y is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3
Mm,
in the same graph.
in
We
this
just
plot.
create. Yes, sir. Means y is equal to 30 and y is equal to 20.
I,
Two horizontal lines.
okay, that we could 30 and 20 ebb
Yes,
line
sir.
ebb line we could made over there. Okay, I will tell you later on that thing. Okay, there is a syntax for that we could use. I have done here also in the in this script it is itself, you know? Then I will explain each one by one. It is already there. We could draw the horizontal vertical line here. Now I am going to create a graph, and I am taking this as a P, and I run it, and then I'm taking the geom point. Geom point, I'm taking the color as factor M. Factor M, you know that it is the automatic and the manual gear transmission. And then I'm taking the shape. So first one by one we do it. So I just take here one more. I will copy this up to here only. So good better understand. But there is a very mixed code. Color I have written without any aesthetic. So I have used the single color. Now I want to use the color as an aesthetic of uh, color is equal to factor. If I just write the M, you see what will happen. M is a binary variable, 0 and 1 values are there, but it is not, it is a numeric form. It is not a factor. So it will give me the range of the color 0 to 1. Oh, we have only 0 and 1 value. So we will get this one color and this one color. But here it is in the legend, you will see we are getting this 0 to 1 range. But I don't want this range. Okay, I want two different colors only. So I will write the factor. Either I could convert that in factor, or I could write the factor here. You will see it. You got it?
Yes, sir.
So if you write the factor, it is continuous, then it will, as per the discrete value, it will give the color. Okay. If I write the cylinder here, there are we have three value, 4, 6, and 8 cylinder. So look at this. Got it?
Yes, sir.
As per gears we see, we have 3 gear, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. We have VS, what we saved in the state engine. Got it? So these are the few things we could do in this way. We could take the color as a aesthetic, and if you take the color as a aesthetic, it will link to the data, and the data, whatever the factor you, whatever the variable you are writing here, as per that it will select the color. As we have seen in the previous case, there were 3 color, and there are also 3 colors. Okay. So this is the aesthetic we are applying only on this. Okay. Suppose I write this aesthetic color here. I remove from, and I run.
Same thing.
Same thing I am getting. But if I write geom line, or if I write geom smooth,
Mm,
so I'm getting the color of the lines is also green and red, and the smooth color is also green and red. Got it?
yes, yes, sir.
But I want only one line color should be common for all the data points. Only the point color will be different as per the we saved and the state engine. Got it? Line should be common line, and the smooth should be common smooth curve. Then how we could do that? Because you have taken here in the platform, in the basic ggplot function, you have taken this as a factor. So it will be inherent in all the geometries. Understand? It is a parent. So this is a parent. So its property, whatever you have given it here in the aesthetic, it will apply to all geom, means all geometries. These are all the children of this. Understand? So what I will do, I want only the color of points, as per the VS. So what I will do, I will just copy it, cut it here, and I will paste it here. But it is an aesthetic. So I have to use the aesthetic here, and bracket is very important. And here is a comma I have to remove. And then I show you this thing. You see the difference? Are you getting the difference?
Yes, sir.
If you are putting any aesthetic in a child, it will not inherent to other, because these are the children. It will not give the inherent property to other. Parent may give to the children, but the brother cannot give to the brother inherent property. Got it? So these are all brother and sisters. These are the parents. So if you write something here, it will be inherent in all the geom what you are using. If you are using in some other geom, then it will not be inherent in other. Is it clear to everyone? If
Yes,
you
sir.
write this thing instead of here, I just cut it here and I will write it here. Then you see what happens. Now the point color is black and the line color you see now we have two different lines. Got it? It will apply only on the line. It will not apply on the points and the smooth. If you put from here to here, then you see what will happen. We are getting to smooth. The line is common and the point is only the single color. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Now we see some more thing. Here, I am again making this. And here I am using a geom point, the aesthetic color as per AM, no? Gear transmission, automatic and manual. And I am using another aesthetic with the shape. One is the color, second is the shape attribute I am using here, factor VS. And the size I will not take here. And I will run up to here only. I will show you this. You will see there is a factor AM is giving the color red and green, and the VS is giving the shape circle and triangle. So wherever you see the triangle, this is a state engine vehicle which are having the low weight and high mileage. Okay, you see the triangle, and the color, if you see, the green color will represent the manual. So low weight vehicles are mostly manual, having the high mileage. And the high weight vehicles, you see, they are all automatic, red color. And the circle is means the V-shaped engine. Heavy vehicles has the V-shaped engine and automatic gear transmission. This interpretation is sufficient for this graph.
Yes, sir.
Now, I could include more in this graph, more variables, more dimensions. We have taken the 1, 2, 3, 4 dimension. Now I want to include 2 more dimension in this graph. So I will use the facet grid. And here we have to don't use the comma. We will use the cylinder tilde gear. Cylinder will be here. Not, I think the cylinder will be upper side. This is the cylinder on this side. On the y-axis, we will get the cylinder, and the x-axis, we will get the gear. It is the y tilde x always. Okay. So it is the y opposite to y-axis, and this is the x opposite to x-axis. So you see here, for the 4 cylinder, if I talk about the 4 cylinder, having the 3 gear, forward gear, there is only automatic vehicle. There is only automatic vehicle in 4 cylinder and 3 gear, red color, and with state engine, having the medium mileage. Mileage is moderate. Here you see in the 3 gear, we are all getting the vehicles are automatic. 3 gear vehicles are automatic. And the 5 gears vehicle are manual. You see the green color. And in this way, you could interpret it there. You could interpret so many things here. Correlate so many things. Is it clear to all? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it is the facet graph. Facet grid, we are taking it. Now I am again taking the P same. And the geom point, I am giving color from my side. The previously we have taken the point color as per the aesthetic, as per the VA's M we have taken. Here I am giving the red color and the size is 1. And the line I am giving the blue color and the size is 1. So I am taking the geom point and geom line both. So you will see this I have explained you earlier. And the size I could change 0.5 I could take if I want to reduce the size. So it would reduce the size. It is not visible now, the points. I could use the 2 also. I will use 1. So this, and if I take the 2, so it is this. And I could increase or decrease the width of the line. So got it? And smooth I have explained you. This all I explained you. This I explained you. This already explained you. Okay. Now we see another data set which is arthritis, which is the package is the VCD. In VCD package, we have a data set we will use from the VCD package, arthritis data set. So you have to install the VCD package the same way. Darsana, have you got that installed that ggplot2? You are getting some problem? Yes. So what is the error you are getting? So I will give you some other option to install it. How we could install it, I will show you another way. You write here install dot packages, and in quotes you write ggplot2, and then comma and dependencies equal to true. Then run it, or you see whether it is installed or not. Okay, try this and let me know what happened. Other also have downloaded this or installed the ggplot2 in your system? Yes. How many of you are getting some problem in downloading? Okay, you are getting this message. Just a moment. We see this sort of error I am also seeing first time. So I see what's the install package, dev2 package. You try this one. Install ed.packages, and in there, then you write ggplot2 inside here.
Okay, sir.
Yeah? You try this one. Install ed.packages. Why it is getting this sort of problem? Install ed.packages. Okay. Install ed. Ed is small here, eh? You see. And there you write the ggplot2. Only ggplot2 you write. Okay, Afsan, you download later, no problem. And that is the installed. Sorry, no, that is not installed. Install ed. Install ed. It is not there. This function is not there. What's the problem? We have to see. I will search it. This is for the ggplot2. I will see what's the problem. I install the latest version R2s. Okay. Darshana, you do one thing. Install the latest version of R2s from here. Okay.
Sir, what is dev tools?
These are the tool which helps to install the some other libraries. Okay, development tools.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, no problem. I'll install it tonight and I'll check.
Okay, you see this is the solution of this. R tools you have to install. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Yes.
dev tools also install.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
After that you try to install, then you will get it.
Okay, sir.
So we see some more things. Here I am talking about the arthritis data set. So we have to install the library VCD. And please you mute. Darshana, please you mute your. Okay, correct. We are getting some echo sound. So VCD we use for this library, and then I will show you the arthritis data we are going to use. So what is arthritis data? I will explain you first. So you will get here the arthritis data detail. It is the data from Koch and Edwards 1988 from a double-blind clinical trial investigation and new treatment for rheumatoid arthritis. So data is arthritis, the 84 observation and 5 variables we have. First observation, first variable is the patient ID. Second variable is a treatment factor indicating treatment, placebo and treated. Do you know the placebo? What does it mean? The pseudo tablet we provide to the patient, the pseudo tablet, not the real tablet. So that is a placebo. Okay. There are two sort of treatment they are providing to the patient. One group of the patient they are providing the pseudo tablet, and the one they are giving the original tablet, and they want to see the effect of the tablet on the patients. And there is a gender, sex, female and male, and age of the patient is there, and the improved. What is the improvement in the patient? So there are the three categories: none, some, and marked improvement. None improvement, marked, some improvement, and marked improvement. So this we have the 5 variables in this data set, and we see how we could use. So I will show you the head of this. Head means when you run the head, we get the 6 top observations. And when you run the tail, we see the last 6 observation. And the structure I will show you of the data set. The first ID is the integer. Treatment is a factor with 2 levels, placebo and treated. And the gender is with 2 levels, female and male. And the age is numeric, integer, sorry. And the improved is the order factor. And level the sum, none, sum and mark. Now what we are going to do, we are going to make a bar plot. And I will just show you the bar plot first without color. So I am not taking that platform here. I am direct writing the first data set, and then aesthetic I am writing. Aesthetic, there is a improved, because we're going to make a bar plot, so there is only one variable I am taking, improved. And then I am geom bar, geometry as a bar. I run this, so you'll get this bar plot I am getting. The count is there. There is a none, sum and mark improvement, but I want to fill the color, so I will write the fill color by itself. I want my own color, red, green and blue. So 3 colors I will take a vector for filling. If I just write the color, then you see what will happen. Instead of fill, if I write the color, first I will show you what I will get with the color. So I am getting the outline only when I write the color. If I write the fill, then I will get the proper. Got it? So we have to use the fill when we have a the point. There is no need in the point we write the color, then it will fill the point. But when we have a like rectangle and this sort of structure in the bar plot, then we have to use the fill. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, now I want to make a stacked bar graph. Stacked bar graph you will see. So that is the improved I am taking. The first is same, which I have taken here. In the geom bar I am using, instead of fill color, I am taking the aesthetic color by treatment. So we have the treatment, placebo and treated. So we get these two. If I'm using the color, if I using the fill, I have just used this thing. Now I have to run only this one. So I will get in this way, the placebo and treated. So what it is, the stacked bar graph we have created here. If you want to see what color we could use, so these are the colors. Yesterday I also mentioned this. Now the dplyr library we have to install. It is used for the data manipulation, and we run it. So what I am doing, the figure 1, the arthritis count improved, and I will show you. I will run it and I will see the figure 1, that is the data frame, and I will use here the figure 1, that is a data frame, and I will show you this data. There's a count of the improved. You will get this count I am getting, the none, sum and marked. Okay, so I am filtering this. This chapter we have the next chapter, the data preparation. But here I have used that thing. We'll cover in the next chapter how I get this. Okay, so arthritis, then pipe 2 function, the count improved. So I will get in this way, and I will apply this fig 1, which is a new data frame, the small data frame. And the aesthetic X improved and the Y is N. I could use the N also. If I want to use the percent, I could use the percent. I could convert that in percent. So first I will show you this one. Look at this. And I will just run this platform. Now I will use the geom bar state identity. Fill. This is the color. And then text also I am taking. Before text, I will just tell you this how we are getting. So this we are getting. Okay, this color, salmon 1 is a color. This identity we always in the geom bar. When you identity is the here we are getting here. Now I will try this all. You will see I am getting this text here. So geom text function is here. and the aesthetic level n means the height I will have to mention, and the vertical adjustment minus 2.5, minus 0.25. I could write the 0.5 or whatever that will, you could adjust it. So that is the thing. Next, you see if ggplot2 figure 1 reorder improved. If I want to reorder it, the smallest would be some here and the none and some marked and none. So I could reorder it. Then you will see that reorder. Okay, first I have to run this, then I will. So it is the reorder, the sum marked and none. So that is not important. Now I want to convert them in the percent. I want here the percent always. So I will just do it with some manipulation of the data. So this I will, you will not understand what I am doing, the muted and these all things you will learn in the next chapter. And then I am using it. And I will show these are the percentage. How pretty this graph is. You see the beauty of this graph. Okay. So this sort of graphs we have created. These are the percentage we have written. So in this way, we could make a graph, the beautiful graph we could
Sir,
create here.
here, here we use in scale per scale double dot, sir. What is the double dot, sir?
Just a moment. This scales, percent scale, we the labels we are taking in the percent. Na? These labels you see
In our script, sir. Where is cursor?
here, na?
Blinking, yes, sir. Double dot,
I
percent.
know. I show you that the scales is also some sort of function we are using here, and in scale we want the percentage instead of count. This is a scale we want in the labels. These are the labels. Scale y continuous label. You see scale underscore y underscore continuous. It is a continuous scale, but the label should be percent. So there is this sort of attributes we have to write. I will show you. Just a moment. You see it is given. So in this way we have to write this scales percent. So they have the attribute like this, they have set it. Okay, are you getting it?
Okay, sir.
As per this we have to write it. You could use the dollar also, you could use the comma. Okay, this is the sum they have given. You could use some more things. I will just show you the plot again. So it's a very pretty graph. And later on, this is the reordering that same plot as we have reordered last time. In this way I have created it. And now this bar plot I want to create with the standard error, whatever we use. So I am not taking the standard error, I am using the standard deviation instead of error. Okay, standard error, square root of count, standard error I am using here. So I run this first, I have corrected the data, and then I will show you the data which I have created here. Improved, none, sum and marked, mean age is given, standard age is given, count is given, and the standard error of age is given. Okay, so I will show you this. with this standard error, this graph. Got it? Okay. So we have two things here. I will explain you that. It is the open on this side. It is the classic theme classic I have taken. If I take this theme, I will change the theme. There is a peg now. Got it? There are so many themes you could see here. Then we take the class. Then we get the open there. Okay. Some more things I would like to explain now. ggplot empty cars, aesthetic mileage, factor AM, geom point, geom jitter. I will explain you. So the geom point and geom jitter. When you use the geom jitter, don't use the geom point. So then it will double your data. Okay, and also you use the aesthetic here. M. Got it. Afsan, please you mute yourself. Afsan. So got it? So you could easily differentiate it. This is from here and this is the different color. So geom jitter I am taking. Jitter will just spread the points. And if you use the geom point, then what will happen? I will show you that also. These are the geom point. So the some points are overlapping. We could not see how many are there. But here when we use the jitter, then you will see that thing. Okay. And the ggplot empty cars x-axis mileage and the y-axis I am giving the mileage and the x-axis I am giving the factor AM. They are the two box plot I will create here. Aesthetic filling with the AM itself. So I will run this much only first. Look at this. This is our box plot. Okay. And if I use the jitter also, then you can see how our data points are on the which value. The width is not a meaning. Height is the important only. Width is the two points are there. It just spread 2 points. Okay. If they are overlapping, then here it just spread it in this way. Horizontally it is spread. So in this way you could see how many points, how the spreadness is there. How many points are there, not the spreadness. And here the violin plot is like this. This I have shown you in the PowerPoint presentation already. And this already we have done all. This we have done already. I will show you some histogram. What I have to run this then this. This is the histogram I have created. Now, Now you could use the separate way how it is looking like. Okay, so it is the bandwidth 4. So it is the 4 bandwidth it is giving us 10 to 14, 14 to 18, 18 to 22, 22 to, in this way we are getting this. I change the color. This color is not looking good. I take a red color, the green color. I take the green color will be little bit better here. It's pleasant, better than that. And we could have any other color also. Okay. So in this way we could differentiate the geom histogram, fill green, bandwidth, whatever you want. You could write here and the color I have mentioned here. Now we see some polar world graph. We have a data diamond. And I will show you what is the diamond data. It is a, you see the prices over 50,000 round cut diamonds. And the price in US dollar, price in US dollar.
Sir,
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
In histogram, the class interval
Hmm.
uh, uh, is are exclusive or inclusive?
Just a moment.
Means default class interval type, exclusive or inclusive?
I will just see. It is like a 0 to 10, 10 to 20.
Yes, sir. If there is a
So upper limit will not be involved in the first class. It will given to the second class. If you have the value 10, then it will for the next.
it will
Understand?
include in 10 to 12, right? 10 to
I,
20, 10 to 20.
I will show you. I will show you. Yeah, correct.
Exclusive type, default.
Exclusive time.
If I want inclusive type class interval,
So we have that also. You could see here on the question mark, then the geom. You could see it here. You see this the closed. One of the right and the left indicating whether the right or the left edges of the bins are included in the bin.
yes, sir, got it.
What? There are everything. You just put the question mark because there are so many arguments. So we had most times we use the most of the arguments are the default. Only the very few required arguments we use generally that arguments. Okay. In the specific case, we use some default argument with some other value. You see here, as you see this. So the mapping is null, the data is null. So state. So this only the 3 is the required we will use. Okay. And these two null we are using here. And the bandwidth we could use. So others are the position is the identity. Na.rm is false. Okay. So legend is na. Okay. Inherent aesthetic true. So it is all default. So we don't use the default. Mostly we use as it is the default. We don't do some specific there. But you could see there where we were showing you something. Diamonds. You see, the variables are the price, carat, the weight of the diamond, cut, quality of the cut, fair, good, very good, premium, and ideal. Color of the diamond. D is the best and J is the worst. D to J, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And the measurement, how clear the diamond is. So I1 worst, SI2, SI1, VS2, VS1, VVS2, VVS1, and IF. So IF is the best. And the length of the in millimeter of the diamond, X, Y is the width of in millimeter, and Z is the depth in millimeter. And there is another total average depth percentage they have given. That is given the another variable named depth, that they have given the formula how they have found got it. And the table is the diamond top, the width of top of the diamond relative to widest point. So that is given to us, and we see how we could create the graph here. So you see the ggplot2, we are taking the diamonds and the aesthetic. I am not taking any aesthetic here. X is, I have just put the, and not, and I am taking the aesthetic. X is just blank, and the fill is the clarity. And the fill is clarity in the aesthetic you see. And the geom bar I am making. So first I will show you, whenever we make a polar world graph, the pie chart, whatever, we have to create one bar plot first. So you will get this bar plot. Then I use the coordinate polar, that is the geometry. I will use theta is equal to y, and the scale fill brewer is a palette of the color. I am using the dark 2. There is the palette of the color. I am using the different color. So here you see, this is a bar plot I am getting. Okay. So it is the y, theta is y. Theta is y is what does it mean? As per this, we get this theta value. Okay, how many frequencies there? And one more I am showing you. Just showing you the this is the ascent. I am just making a bar plot, not making a that one. Here I am using the aesthetic as clarity. Here I have taken this fill and aesthetic. I am taking the clarity. I am not use the X and Y because it will be on the X. And I just run this and I will show you. So this is the bar plot. I have not converted this in a polar word. Later on I will convert this. The diamonds aesthetic X is equal to clarity. Y the fill is also clarity. X is clarity and the fill is clarity. Geom bar coordinate polar theta is equal to X, scale fill brewer ascent. So I will show you that. So this is my graph. Here you see the theta is same, but as per the radius we could judge the visualization which is more. Sector area is the higher, the frequency. And here I am also using the clarity, fill clarity, geom bar, and the coordinate theta is equal to X. So I am not taking this. So I will get the default palette what it will use. The same thing. The color palette I have not chosen here. So it will give me the default color palette. And here also I am taking the clarity. I am also taking the cut here. Fill by cut. So I will get the stacked polar graph here. You will see. It is the stacked polar graph. I have taken the cut also. With the clarity, I have taken the cut. So it is like a state bar plot we are getting this on. And if I show you this one, you could see this. stacked bar plot. And here I am making some other sort of graph which is like this. So you could just put here and you will see how many quantity are there. This is this much, this, here see, in this way we could see it, and how many are there. And here also we could take the stacked in this way. This is not much useful. We don't use it in our visualization. Mostly we use the simple one. Now I want to show you the density graph here. So I have created one data frame, and I will show you that data frame. So there are 3 columns. One is the normal distribution. I have taken the random normal distribution 2000 values, where the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. And here the R uniform distribution, where the minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 1. So 1000 observation of the uniform distribution and the 2000 observations of normal distribution. And I have created one more column for the distribution. The 2000 times I have used this normal, because the data is from the normal distribution. And the last, if you see the tail, there are the uniform distribution of the 1000 observations. So I just make this my data. I am taking the aesthetic V1 and giving the histogram. So you will see this is my histogram. The V1 where my both data are type R unif and the R norm 3000 observation basically. And then I use the fill by the distribution. Fill by the distribution, you will see now the real effect of fill, why we use the fill. So you see it is the distribution, this is the uniform distribution, 1000 observation, and this is the normal distribution. Because the mean of the normal distribution is 0 and the standard deviation is 1, and the minimum value of uniform distribution is 0 and the maximum value is 1. So the some data points will be overlapped to each other. So this is showing that thing. So it is better to see in a density curve, will look better than this. So this is the density curve, but the density curve you will see it is the normal distribution, and this is our uniform distribution. Okay. And if we reduce the opacity, then you could see it in a better way. So how it is look like. So we have taken the alpha 1 by 5. Okay. And we could also reduce the alpha more than that. And the same thing is their density and the geohistogram. Both I am going to make now. So I am getting this, but I will get only the histogram. I will not get the both curve. But then I have tried this here, y dash dash density dot dot. This parameter we have to write in this way. Then you could get it. Okay. So here see the uniform, you are getting the correct one. And here you see the normal. Okay. And this is the histogram and the density curve, both are there all together. So here also I have created the green is for, you will see density color red and density color green. So V1
Sir,
denorm.
how to measure its skewness or kurtosis
Skewness and kurtosis you want to measure of the data.
of the given data?
You could easily find out the skewness of the data. I will show you with a data like empty cast data. So we have to use the library site for the measuring the skewness, PSYCH. Here I will write the SQ. Empty cars, dollar mileage. You see the skewness is positive skewness 0.61. And I will show you the histogram also. So you could confirm it, make the confirmation. Look at this. This is skewness and this is the, got it?
Yes, sir.
So we have to use the psych library when you want to find out the skewness. It is not our basic function. So this I have explained you all the things about the ggplot. So I will share this script and you could run it, and there are so many syntax and everything. You try it. Okay, and tomorrow we start with the data preparation part, where we see how to pre-process the data before analyzing the modeling, as well as sometimes we require some pre-processing in the inference and analysis also. Okay, most of the times in the inference analysis you get the data through the Google form or something like that, but when the data is processed by the business operation, so you will get lots of gangs and lots of um there is a requirement of lots of cleaning of the data. So these all things you should require, and how we could do this all activity with R. We will see that thing. Yes, your doubts if you have someone. Yes. So there is no doubt, I think. Anyone? So we wind up this session for today, and we meet again tomorrow on the same time, 7:15.
Sir,
Okay, with missing value treatment, I will explain you tomorrow, Glenn. It is a part of data pre-processing, na? Data preparation. Okay. So tomorrow we will
sir,
start that thing, missing value, outliers, treatment, everything we will see there. Yes. Someone asking something?
yes, sir. It's me, Darshana.
Yeah.
Uh, which version of R Studio and R programming do I need to install? I'll again install it so that I don't
It is
have
a
problem to.
okay. So you have changed the path when you installed it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So latest version is the 4.0.3. I think that I will show you that just R
4.0, 4.0.3.
4.0.3 is the R programming, and the R Studio is something like 2.0.
2 point.
I will show you that version also. It is the latest version of R Studio. 1.3, sorry, 1.3.
Okay, okay, 1.3. Yeah,
That is R Studio version.
okay, okay.
1.3.1093. This is
Thank you,
one
sir.
1.2 was previous, and now the 1.3. Okay.
Sir,
So
sir,
yes.
after this workshop,
Hmm.
I mean last day or last 2 days, sir,
Hmm.
can you please do any project?
What?
to all these things will apply in a same project.
In which project? Yes. Yes.
Anyone you want to take.
Okay. Okay.
In that project, we will do visualization as well as preparation.
Yes. 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 We will do that. We will do that. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, we are providing the recording and everything, but here we provide the paid participants who had paid the nominal charge we are getting for the study material stuffs and the certification. That is only 2,000 rupees. Then we share with them all the stuffs and everything, the assignments and the data sets also. So you could register there. Okay, Rupati, you have made the payment, but have you filled that form, certificate form? There is a link. You got the mail. You filled that. Okay. We will see. We have shared today. You will see the mail. I think that if your name is there, then you will get it. I think it has been shared today. All the link and everything on mail. Okay,
Sir,
you check it.
sir, please
Yes.
share the WhatsApp link of this workshop. Is there
Uh,
any WhatsApp group for this workshop where
okay, okay,
we
okay.
all people?
Yes, there is a WhatsApp group. I will ask to Mr. Mukesh. Then he will send you the invitation of the. Tomorrow we will write the invitation in the chat box. Then you could join it. Okay, the WhatsApp group.
Sir,
Okay.
currently R1 and R2 workshop going on, right, sir?
Yes, yes. The next week we are going to start the R3 also. We are plan 3 to 5.
So when we will get the link?
The tomorrow it will be decided. It will be given in the Facebook page, and we will share in the groups also everywhere.
Or
Okay, sir.
the payment is the same or is it different for the different R?
What? Yes. Gumechu, please
The
you pardon.
payment is the same for
It is on the different
the
link.
payment.
Different link for the R3.
If I pay once, I will get R1, R2, or R3, or for each R I pay for each R.
Okay, you have done the R1, Gumechu.
Yes,
R2 you are doing, and then
but
R3 will start from next Monday. We are in planning to start the R3, and we see what happens. Maybe the next Sunday or maybe the next to next Sunday when your wage will finish it.
so I should have to pay for each R.
Yes, you have to pay for the HR. The R3 is also for the 2000, and R4 is also for the 2000 Indian rupee. That approximate.
Okay, thank you.
Uh, okay.
But it is very difficult from this. I try to pay it.
Okay. So
Okay.
have you paid here na for Gamechu for this workshop or not?
Yeah, I'm not paid, but I try to pay it for the future. It is a difficulty from the Ethiopia to pay
So there is
this.
a
There is no
pay
dollar.
and there is a PayPal you could use
Yeah,
na.
yeah.
Through the PayPal you could pay. We have sent the link in the PayPal link, the ID there in the mail. Cypher Analytica @gmail.com. That is the PayPal. You could make the PayPal payment there also.
I see it, but there is no dollar in our country
Okay, okay. So
because
tomorrow
of that. It is a bit difficult.
okay, okay. So tomorrow we will discuss on that. Don't worry. Because Mr. Mukesh will be there, and I
Okay.
will discuss. So how, because we get the payment from the Nigeria and the other company. You are from Ethiopia or where?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you everyone. We wind up the session now, and tomorrow Mr. Mukesh will be there, and we could discuss whatever the problem you are getting for the payment, and we will see. Okay. Thanks everyone. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.